What the hell were they thinking when they programmed these LEDs to be this bright and not configurable? I heard that this thing, you could configure everything. There's a setting for everything. It's wonderful. Oh yeah, except dimming or turning off the freaking LEDs that are blinding you. Like, I am a bit sensitive to annoying noises and things. You know, like I was at the self-service checkout the other day at Morrison's, and the little label printer they have on top was out of paper or something, and it was like I was stood in front of a smoke alarm. I prodded a few buttons on it, but I was not happy really. Like, who wants to be stood at anywhere and have this freaking beep 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 going off in your face? Well, that's what that's like. So I've turned this on. It's got two modes. It's got stomp box mode, so then it seems to assign a different colour to each foot switch. Either that or each type of... In fact, it's not in stomp box mode. I'll show you that in a sec. Each stomp box type maybe has a predefined colour. It's in patch mode at the moment, which is actually the least offensive, right? But it's got the tap tempo thing on there, which is just going to blink that bright blue constantly, unless I remove it from the chain. But every patch that's come preloaded has that in there, so they expect you to... Oh wait a minute, that one didn't. That one doesn't. Yeah. Most of them do. I mean, basically my living room is going to be lit up like a brothel. Let's put it into... How does it work? Hang on a minute. Oh, sorry, I was in stomp box mode. Yeah, there you go. That's terrible. I can't believe you can't configure the brightness. If you could just turn it down to a faint glow and then off if you want to, that would be wonderful. Doesn't seem to be possible, so I think I'm going to be sending this back just for that reason. Obviously, I was a little bit upset about the non-knurled knobs that just want to slip in your fingers because they've got rings, lines around the outside, but I was just going to buy some knobs for it, some knurled knobs, or just any knobs that work better than these. They're okay though. I mean, you could probably just get used to that. But yeah, I can't get used to that. So I've been through... I googled it. Somebody else was not happy about it, but just a whole Reddit discussion about bright pedals. But somebody else was like blinded by it on a dark stage, and couldn't find a solution. Been through settings. I/O is... Don't get that. That looks like it's saying that I can go left a bit more, but it's not letting me. Normally, if you can't go left, it's greyed out. Okay, it's maybe hard to tell on camera. So that one's greyed out because we're at the end of the list. Oh yeah, that is greyed out. It's just because I'm looking at the camera. Anyway, so I/O is just audio I/O stuff, USB audio, obviously not relevant. Controls, patch foot switch function, patch, and this talking through the options. Don't know what that means. Cab match, expression pedal. Oh, it's not going to be MIDI settings, is it? Global EQ, obviously, is EQ. Display, alright. Mode 1, patch mode, sorry. Mode 1, mode 2. So I don't know what that means. Is it going to make any difference to the lights when we put it in patch mode? Probably not. So I think what's weird also is the... Wait a minute, let me understand this. So no, it's stomp mode that's the most offensive, isn't it? Right. This is what's confusing me. So it's in stomp mode now, and this button is saying press it to... Rather, this isn't saying I'm in patch mode. This is saying press to go to patch mode. So it's a little bit confusing that because they're opposite. So now I've gone to patch mode. The button shows an S. It's a bit weird, that, isn't it? So anyway, it is what it is. But these are doing the same thing anyway. Patch mode and stomp mode. So I'm now in stomp mode because it's showing stomp boxes here, which you can view like that. Well, sorry, you can view a chain like that. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I don't understand it yet really. That's obviously an effects chain, and then some of them are assigned to foot switches, and I guess some of them, like the amp and cab, aren't. But anyway, so that made no difference to it. Getting back to the issue at hand, this what was it? This patch mode thing didn't do anything. Stomp mode, foot switch or FX chain. Maybe that just means what we were just talking about there, or what I was just talking about, where when you go to stomp mode, there, you go straight to the FX chain now, whereas before it went to the foot switch display. Let's go back and try that now. Yeah, so you got 1, 2, 3. So these, 1 is a scene, 2 and 3 are not assigned, so they're grayed out, and there's no horrendous lights on them. Yeah, so let's go back. So oh yeah, slightly weird. You can't get into settings until you go into patch mode, and you see you get the drum machine thingy. It's just drum patterns really, the rhythm thing. You can't chain them together or anything like that. It's basically the same as any other basic effects pedals drum unit. These have all got the same drums in them pretty much, all 3. And yeah, so anyway, over to settings again. We were on display, weren't we? So foot switch, I'm experimenting. I'd probably leave that on FX chain. Colour, so you can change this colour. Let me get my hand out of the way. But that's not the colour. That's overridden when it's in stomp box mode. So orange is the least offensive of the lot. Or maybe that white there. You got display time. LED strip is that thing. I don't know if I already mentioned that. So it's off now, but it can be normal mode, which is like a volume meter. Yeah, or it can be intensity mode, which is a bit like a robot mouth, where it comes from center. I was going to say I don't think the brightness is varying, but it is. I was going to say I thought it was just growing outwards, but its brightness does change. But I've turned my guitar down. Oh, okay, I'm wrong about that. It is just, it's fixed brightness, brighter in the middle, probably the LED. was going to say probably the LED's only in the middle, but no, it's not, because we just saw it going up that way, didn't we? Let's just do that again, normal. Yeah, so it's got LEDs all the way across. When it's in intensity, it's like just varying the brightness in the middle. I thought it was doing more of a, you know, like a robot voice when, yeah, but it's kind of, it's mostly just changing the brightness in the middle. Anyway, but that's just annoying, so we'll turn that off. Carrying on, looking for a setting to turn this brightness off. There isn't one. You've got brightness here, and that's just the LCD brightness. That's it. So there isn't anything for these. I'm probably gonna send this back. I will look for a firmware update. What firmware were we on? 104. Yeah, that's a shame, really. Alright, thanks.